going to be hard to follow the words of Lord Garden, but I'll try my best. So, as you all know, my name's Zach. And first of all, thanks again for the chance to speak here. It's really nice to have this opportunity and everything to sort of put my perspective as a young person out there, really. Now, I live in Yorkshire, and I've had such amazing chances to explore the North's amazing landscapes, such as the Yorkshire Dales, the moors, places like Cumbria, Teesdale, Northumberland. I've really honestly been spoiled with everything I have around me. But like I said, we do have a fantastic amount of national parks and special places especially. But my parents have taken me exploring the national parks since even before I could walk. They've connected me to the landscape and nurtured my passion, which I try to share with as many people as I can, especially the younger generation. This is often because young people seem to be only interested in things like their phones and computers, especially social media and things like gaming, obviously. Obviously, I like to do things too, as I'm sure a couple of us may as well. But you need to try and balance it, and that's what I'm trying to get out there for people. Some young people are much harder to reach, but it's connecting to them as well as you can is what's becoming so important. It's not something that I'm ever going to give up on. Seeing the recent amount of environmental awareness beginning to take hold within the younger generation is absolutely amazing. Things like things like school strikes for climate is brilliant, but the next step is turning that into action, and the parks do have a very big role to play in that. As an example, I was lucky enough to win the North Yorkshire Moors Young Ranger Award, and that gave me a chance to explore one of our richest national parks, which is the Cairngorms. I'm actually going back there next month, actually, because it was just such an amazing experience for me. I was able to win the award because I share my passion where I live with so many different people and how I taught others to appreciate local wildlife. I'm going to keep on doing this, which I think is just teaching people about things like beach clean, volunteering, photography and blogging and campaigning, which are all things that helped. In August, I'm setting up a sort of like a school, a 2-day school for teaching young people how to take photographs of things, specifically sort of like insects and anything to do with the meadow with just their phones, which is something that I'm really looking forward to because I love seeing the expressions on especially really young people's faces when they're learning about such amazing things. But it's incredible to see what we've achieved over the last 70 years in the national parks. I've had tours of many parks around England and seen what landowners do to conserve the landscape and seen some of our wildlife. I've not yet had a chance to see things like beavers, but I'm so happy that they are back in North Yorkshire and doing their thing to help out the flood-hit communities. There's still a battle to be won though, and there is much more to do, including making our parks something for everyone and every species. There's a strong perception that parks all around England I mentioned are being maintained with a focus on things like shooting and examples that some species aren't welcome. I'm a proud Yorkshireman, and I'm ashamed to say that my county, North Yorkshire, may be a little bit controversial in the case of raptor persecution and things like that. I would love to see things like hen harriers soaring back over the moors, and I want to see my home county maintained and even improved. As the impact of climate change becomes even more apparent, I want this special place to stay special. There's plenty of room for change as well, but if people continue to put financial gain above conservation and the impact of climate change, my generation will have to put a whole much harder to change. Our natural inheritance isn't what it should be. What people like Sir David Attenborough and Greta Thunberg have shown is that the times are changing. I love our national parks, and I hope that the next 70 years to come will see even more achieved in the first 70 years, and I intend to be part of that story. Thank you.